And thank you, Natalie, for joining us now this morning for our 6 a.m. hour. Good morning, Natalie.
Good morning, Anna, and good morning, everyone. The time is now 5:58 on this Monday morning, and here's what you need to know before you go. Voters are getting ready to head to the polls for the primaries tomorrow. In Minnesota, voters will decide 9 primary races statewide with several open seats, giving an early read on which candidates have the most momentum heading into November. Key contests include the race for governor and an open U.S. Senate seat.
In Wisconsin, Democrats are choosing their next candidate for governor, along with several congressional and legislative seats. Minnesota voters can find their polling place and sample ballots on the Secretary of State's website. And if you're eligible but not yet registered, you can register to vote at the polls on Election Day.
Because of more entry points opening in the Boundary Waters, over 70% of the wilderness will be officially open by the end of this week. Forest Service says 1,500 out of more than 2,000 campsites will be reopening by tomorrow. That is 73% of the Boundary Waters. This is now phase 7 of the BWCA partial reopening. And as for the firefight, 773 personnel are assigned to the incident. The Forest Service says they're developing containment lines for those fires, as well as the Thumb and Wolfpack fire. They're also continuing to directly attack the flames and extinguish hot spots.
We continue to follow an overnight shooting that injured 2 in downtown Duluth with no arrests made yet. The Duluth Police Department says that shooting was at the 100 block of West 1st Street just before 1:30 a.m. Saturday morning. Currently, a suspect description is not available, but the Duluth Police Department asks anyone with information on the shooting to call their Violent Crimes Unit. That number is on our website.